All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. Case Battle Fridays are back. I know I kind of, neglected them for a little bit of time, but yo, we are back. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is where I take two cases and battle them against each other, and at the end, come out with a winner. Now, on you guys' end, it's basically a video to help you decide between two cases. I like to keep it, a category, clear on clear, leather on leather, and different things like that. So today, that's what we have, all right? We have a leather on leather battle. We got, which has always been one of the best leather cases for me year after year, and that's going to be the Nomad Modern Leather. But we got it up against the new boy, all right? The new boy on the block, the new kid on the block, the Andar Aspen, and I really, really like this case. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, usually I will post the links to their dedicated reviews down below. I haven't did one on Nomad Leather, but after this, you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from with this case. But I did review the Andar Aspen, all right? So we're going to be focusing on 5 different categories today, all right? We got price, we got MagSafe, which is MagSafe strength, different things like that. We got buttons, and we have a who has the better fit, and at the end, who has the better overall protection, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it, and we're gonna go ahead and jump straight out there, and let's talk about the price point, all right? Now, when it comes to the Nomad Modern Leather, you are looking at 50 bucks, all right? So straight up, $50, $49.99 over on Nomad's website. You can go out there and grab it. You are good to go. So 50 bucks for the Nomad Leather. And looking at the Andar Aspen case, you're going to be looking at $54, all right? Now, not much of a huge difference. $4 difference. I don't think that makes a huge difference in the grand scheme of things, but one thing that kind of makes it a little bit more enticing, because I mean, this is my channel and you're reviewing this on my channel. I do have a discount code for Andar, which they looked out for me. They gave me a discount code. Nomad doesn't. All these little things has to be accounted for, all right? But you can get up to 15% off of the Andar Aspen, and the code is going to be TechT. So you can use that, get it. It'll make it a little bit cheaper than Nomad Leather, but discount codes aside, straight up on paper, the Nomad is going to take the W, because technically it is going to be the cheaper price when we are talking about straight up retail to retail, all right? So the first check mark goes to the Nomad Modern Leather. Now, let's go ahead and move over to the fit, all right? So let's go ahead and put on the Nomad Leather, and let's slide this over here. So let's slap on the Nomad Leather, and it kind of pops on fairly well. It doesn't, it doesn't give you like a super satisfying pop, but it does pop on very well. And when we're talking about the overall fit of a case, I like to test out the way it snaps on of a case, the way the sides pull, and different things like that. Now, I'm having an issue with my Nomad Leather cases. Now, you guys let me know, comment down below if you have a Nomad Leather case. For some reason, I'm just having bad fitment issues this year when it comes to the Nomad Leather, all right? Now, when it comes to that, this side right here is not a very confident fit. It's not a very confident snap to let me know that case is on. This just comes off a little bit too easy in my opinion. Usually the Nomad Leather case gives you a satisfying snap, a satisfying click to let you know that it's up in there. But this time, I'm not sure what's going on with the Nomad Leather. On the bottoms, it snaps, but on the top 2 corners, it just kind of poops on, if you get what I'm saying. If you're a case person, you definitely understand what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and talking about the fit. So on the top side, as you see, you're going to get a little bit of give there. On the sides, this material kind of pulls a little bit, but it's not a deal breaker, all right? It does kind of pull a little bit, but it's not bad. You're going to have a little bit of give when it comes to these buttons right here. And on the bottom, you're not really going to get any pull at all when it comes to the bottom. So the fit of the Nomad Leather, it's okay. It's really hard to compare the fit of these, because this is going to be a straight up leather case all through and through. But this one, you have a kind of a rubber-ish outline that goes around it, which changes the fit just a little bit. But it also leads to you being able to have more fitment issues, all right? So that's how the fitment is when it comes to the Nomad Modern Leather. It's okay, but I feel like there's something going on with the fit of this case. And it's not just this one. I have a black one as well. I have another brown one, and they all fit the exact same way, all right? So let's go ahead and pop the Andar Aspen in here. And this is what I expect when it comes to a leather case, all right? When I'm talking about nice fit all around, it snaps on all around. It lets you know that this case is up here. it's not coming off. You have a very, very confident snap going all the way around it. Very nice, secure fit when it comes to this. And then when we're talking about pulling and tugging, this is what a real leather case is going to offer you. No give at all when you are talking about the sides. No give at all when you're going to be talking about the top, all right? So very snug fit. This is the fit that I expect when it comes to a leather case. And of course, we have that leather that goes all the way around, which is going to be a little bit different than your Nomad Modern because they have that rubber, outline, and that helps on certain categories, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But when it comes to the fit and the finish, I got to give it to the Andar Aspen because this is how a leather case is supposed to fit on a phone, all right? Now, moving right along, let's talk about buttons because I don't know, if you like me, buttons can literally make or break a case. Doesn't matter how nice it is. If the buttons are terrible, the whole case is terrible. Throw it away because buttons are something that we interact with each and every day, all right? Now, when it comes to the buttons on the Andar Aspen, you're gonna get metal buttons, but not only are they metal, cool to the touch, very nice and tactile. I'm talking about not a single issue when it comes to these Andar Aspen buttons. Perfect buttons. I couldn't ask for better buttons in my opinion, all right? So that's just it. We don't have to get really too long and drawn out about the actual buttons. It is what it is. Now, we were talking about the Nomad Modern Leather. If this case has always struggled with buttons, but it's been good to see over the years that they have been improving their button tactility and their feeling, all right? So when it comes to these buttons, you're not going to get any type of metal. You're not going to get anything like that, but the buttons do work good. Very nice and tactile. The buttons do work good. I don't have any issue with these buttons at all on my unit. I know some people still complain about Nomad buttons. In my opinion, for the past year or 2 years, it really hasn't been that big of an issue for me. So when it comes to the buttons, both of these are very nice and tactile. In my opinion, I could give this a draw, but I might give this slight edge over to the Andar Aspen just because of they are metal and the tactility is just that much better when it comes to the buttons. They just get it done. When it comes to the buttons, it's hard to deny that these buttons are absolute perfect, and it's just icing on the cake that they do have metal buttons, all right? Now, let's go ahead and move over to the fourth category, and we are going to be talking about MagSafe. And as you know, both of these cases do have MagSafe. Both of them has very nice salt felt liner on the inside, but that's not what we're talking about when it comes to MagSafe, all right? We both know that both of these work just fine with MagSafe, but what I like to focus on this channel is how strong the MagSafe magnets are, all right? Now, when it comes to the Nomad leather case, these magnets have never really won they've never been the top of the top, all right? They've always just been okay in my opinion, and that's what we get with the Nomad Modern Leather. You always know if you can pick up this base right here, which is going to be a solid Nomad base mount for your MagSafe. If you can pick this up, that means you have very strong MagSafe magnets. Now this one, it doesn't really try to pick it up at all, but it still has a very confident magnet when it comes to that MagSafe, all right? So that's just kind of it when it comes to Nomad. I would call it middle ground when it comes to that MagSafe, as you can see with that felt lining right here. But let's go ahead and grab this Andar Aspen, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and say it. Andar is going to win when it comes to the MagSafe strength because, of course, it's going to work just fine with MagSafe, but it will indeed pick up this base right here. It would try to pick it up, and it'll do a pretty good job. And I don't want to pick it up too far because I don't want to get any more war wounds already on my desk right here, but this will pick this case up. As you can see, it will pick that base up, and that is calling for a very strong MagSafe magnet, and that is something that you don't really see when it comes to leather cases. Most leather cases just has okay magnets. Andar has absolutely blown it out the water when it comes to the MagSafe strength, man. They've just knocked out the park. Yeah, they've just absolutely nailed it when it comes to the magnet strength. And the last category that we have to talk about is going to be overall protection, all right? Now, the one thing I do like about the Andar Aspen is it has what most leather cases don't have, and that's going to be a lip that goes all the way around it. Most of the time, when you look at leather cases, they just have a very subtle lip that goes around it. We all know leather cases really aren't meant for drops and different things like that. But it seems like this Andar Aspen leather case is trying to change the narrative of that when it comes to leather cases, because they do have a very nice lip that goes all the way around it. I am running a tempered glass screen protector, so that is very good to see. Now, as for shock absorption material that goes around it, the Andar Aspen really isn't hitting you with anything like that, all right? We just have a straight up leather case that's just giving you that nice leather case goodness. On the inside, we're not getting any shock absorption material. We're not getting anything like that. So I consider this middle of the ground protection when we are talking about dropping it and different things like that. It's going to be that leather all the way around. So if you were to drop this, just know chances are that leather probably will get damaged. But it does cover it all around nonetheless, and it has a very impressive lip that goes around the front of it. All right. Now, talking about the Nomad Modern Leather, and when we're talking about protection, I do feel like, I don't know, this is where it's weird. The Andar Aspen has more lip protection. As you can see here, the Nomad barely has any lip protection, and the Andar Aspen beats it when it comes to lip protection. But what I like about the Nomad Modern Leather, and what some people may not like about it, is that it has a nice rubber outline that goes all the way around it. Now, this is really going to help when we are talking about drops, because just like I stated with the Andar Aspen, if you drop this, chances are that leather is going to get damaged. You don't really have to worry about this getting too damaged, because this rubber edge that goes all the way around it is going to absorb most of the impact, and you're not going to worry about your case really getting that damaged. And also, the Nomad also has some shock absorption type of tendencies, some type of material. If you look on the inside, it kind of gives you a better, case of, yeah, we do provide a little bit more protection than a true pure leather case that's out there on the market. So when we're talking about protection, I'm probably going to give the upper hand to the Nomad Modern Leather, because it has, you can see it has some shock absorption technology, as you can see in here, and the bumper that goes all the way around it isn't going to be pure leather, so it should hold up a little better when we are talking about drops. All right, now the winner, I think it's pretty easy to see who the winner is when it comes to this, and I have to give it to the Andar Aspen, all right? So the Andar took this with your MagSafe, it took it with the buttons, it also took it with the better fit, all right? Nomad won in the category of being a little bit cheaper and offering a little bit more protection. Now, both of these offer a variety of different colors. I could have added that as in customizations or colors. Both of these have browns. Andar doesn't have a black as of yet, but it is coming. And this has brown, black, 2 shades of brown. This is English tan, and you have a little bit more you can offer, but I think the Andar has more colors overall. But the Nomad Modern Leather, which is usually my favorite leather case, has been dethroned. And I think that champ now goes to the Andar Aspen because of the excellent fit when it comes to this case. Very strong MagSafe magnets, nice pronounced lip, metal buttons, and overall just makes it a very nice, beautiful leather case out there for your iPhone 14 series, all right? So for right now, we got to go ahead and give the belt, and you get like little miniature belts made, man. But we got to give the leather case champ right now to the Andar Aspen, all right? And this is not going to be the last time that you see this leather case up against other leather cases. We still got the decoded leather case. We got Belroy leather. We got bull strap. We got the Apple leather case. So stay tuned, stay locked in, because this is the champ for now. But let's see if it can remain the champ of the leather cases as we progress through the case battles. All right, so y'all make sure y'all hit that sub button. Let me know in the comments down below, did I choose the right winner when it comes to these leather cases? And also make sure you hit that sub, because we bringing you more case battles each and every week. We're trying to do this thing on every Friday, man. So I hope you enjoy them. I hope you got a little bit what you intended to get when it comes to these two cases battling. Nomad is great, but I do think it has some cleaning up to do. But as pure leather cases right now, the Andar Aspen is the best out there right now.